I was off on day 2 of ENTSO-E's Vision 2030. This morning was all about flexibility. This afternoon more about system integration and offshore. So, usual 3 takeaways. A register, hybrid offshore wind, and HVDC interoperability. First one, a register. As we head towards more flexibility, we're talking about adding more and more distributed energy resources to the grid, be it at TSO, DSO level, all over. Now, for a market and the entire system to operate correctly, you need to understand what each of these assets are, what they're capable of, and what they're doing right now. So just Jojo Hubbard at Electron said it to me about 3 years ago, you need one version of the truth. And a lot of people are looking at a kind of call it a centralized or a decentralized register to store all this information so everybody has access to it. The ENTSO-E this morning we're talking about a project where they have a flexibility resource register. Siemens Energy were talking about it last week. A lot of people have been talking about this for a couple of years. And the reason I'm interested in all this, when people are looking at a register for this, a lot of them are looking at DLT technology, distributed ledger technology. Think blockchain. It doesn't have to be blockchain, but blockchain is one of the enabling technologies. So blockchain hasn't gone away. Second one, hybrid offshore wind. This was from Giles Dickson, from WindEurope. So hybrid offshore wind is all to do about, I suppose, the way where it's located and connected. So think of a wind farm built off the coast of Denmark, but it's connected to the German grid. Now that's a very different model to what we have today. When you build a resource, you're putting it in one country, you're connecting to that country's grid. So offshore has all sorts of other options. You could connect to multiple countries and. So that was quite interesting. And the third one, HVDC interoperability. It came up in some of the sessions where whether it's point-to-point connections you're doing, whether it's a wind farm to the coast, a spoken hub kind of to a floating transmission station, whatever. We still need some advancements in HVDC technology for all this stuff to work, but also it was called out, you need interoperability. Different companies have different ways of doing things today. There needs to be standardization because all of this stuff has to work together. You need one big grid, for want of a better word. So that was fascinating. Anyway, interesting day. On to day 3.